Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin, As-salatu wassalamu ala ashrafil anbiya wal mursalin, Sayyidina Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa ashabihi ajma'in, amma ba'du. First of all, let's thank unto our God who has given us mercies and blessings, so we can get it here in good condition and happy situation. Secondly, salawat from greetings we can pay to the Prophet of the last day, Sayyidina Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, who has guided us from an imaginative era to the shining, blessing, and dazzling. Last but not least, I'd like to thank you for judges to give me this special opportunity to attend this contest. I'm Rihadatul Fitria Ramadhani Sumarno. I'm from the first grade of senior high school in Alilas Islamic boarding school. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm standing in front of you to deliver my speech and the title, Indonesia in Treasuring Health. It's my pleasure to welcome you all here today as we come together to discuss the importance of treasuring health in Indonesia. As we all know, good health is fundamental to our well-being and quality of life. And it is essential for us to take care of our bodies and minds in order to make happy and productive lives. I will tell you some stories that I've read that change my perspective on something. Before I start, I'd like to ask one question. Have you ever listened to Mahatma Gandhi's quote saying, "It is health that is real wealth, no pieces of gold and silver"? Have you? Meaning that being healthy is much better than being sick. Even not cost at all, but with some effort. We can imagine the cost that we have to spend to go to the doctor and to buy the medicines if we are sick. So which one do you prefer? Being sick or being healthy? Of course, being healthy, right? Me too. Studies show that while 97% of healthcare costs are spent on what happens in a hospital, and only 10% of what determines how long a person lives depends on hospital care. Nowadays, a lot of people suffer illness because there are so many infectious diseases in community, such as bird flu, ice disease, Ebola, and the most recent one is COVID-19 and many more. The fact in Indonesia, there are top 5 highest diseases according to BPJS data. First, hypertension is around 33.1% cases. Second is diabetes mellitus. It's around 8.5% cases. Third is stroke. It's around 10.9% cases. Fourth is kidney failure. It's around 3.8% cases. And the last is cancer. It's around 1.8% cases. In addition, there are 151,600 people die every day because of disease, suicide, and accident. To strengthen my statement before, according to the latest statistic from the World Health Organization or WHO in 2020, cardiovascular are leading cause of death in Indonesia, accounting for approximately 32% of all deaths. So it can be concluded there are around 88.32 million people die every year because of disease. Ladies and gentlemen, there are many people around us suffer from disease that I've mentioned earlier. Even though they have everything, such as wealth, throne, education, and so forth. But one thing they don't get, it is a pleasure of health. As hadith said, "Nikmatani ma'budun fihi katsirun minan nas, as-sihhatu wal faragh." From Ibnu Abbas, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, There are two blessings that many people are deceived into losing: health and leisure time. This hadith emphasizes us how importance of maintaining good health. It is a blessing that we should appreciate and take advantage of while we have it. Moreover, taking care of our health is not just a personal responsibility, but also one. Moreover, I will not tell you more about importance of health because we have already known how important it is. So, I'm going to tell you how to treasure our health. Nevertheless, there are several factors that can cause humans to get sick easily. First, dirty environment is a place for various diseases to grow. So that's why we must keep the cleanliness in our environment, which can be used as a home for viruses and bacteria. Second, air pollution. It can be produced by smoke from motor vehicles, factories, and cigarettes. And the third is an unhealthy lifestyle. Today, we don't pay attention to the good lifestyle for our life. In fact, if we do the good lifestyle, we will be healthy and avoid illness. And the last is a lack of exercise. Our bodies desperately need exercise to keep our body in shape. With a fit body, the immune system will be strong enough to fight the disease that might attack. Happy audiences. Treasuring our health means we take care of our health. There are several ways that we can do to maintain our health. First, we should eat nutritious food. Make sure that we consume a balanced diet every day to satisfy our daily nutritional needs. Second, we should take care of the cleanliness around us. We should clean our house and nearby environment routinely. And don't forget to maintain of our body too. We should always wash our hands before eating or after going to the toilet. And the next thing that we can do to protect our health is we should exercise regularly. Working out regularly can strengthen our immune system. Exercise also can help our bodies producing happy hormones. As a result, not only we will be physically healthy, but also we will be mentally healthy. Other than eating good food, maintaining cleanliness, and exercising regularly, there are some other things that can lead us to a healthy lifestyle, such as getting enough sleep, like 6 to 8 hours in the day. Don't sleep too much or too less, because error can lead to fatigue. Another one is to have mental health. Mental health is as important as physical health for our health. Once you live healthy, believe me, nobody will come back to the old bad ones. I do believe that if balanced food, maintain cleanliness, exercising, sleep good, and have a good mental health are not something difficult to do. We just need to make them as a habit and doing those step by step. Well, my beloved brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen, I leave you today with final quote from an Arabian quote. He who has health has hope, and he who has hope has everything. I think that's all from me. I do hope you guys can get something or can be a reminder for us to remain healthy, not only for ourselves, but also for our beloved people. If we live healthy, we can contribute more to people that we love, community, family, and many more circles. I apologize if I have many mistakes because nobody is perfect. Thank you very much for your nice attention. Good luck and see you next time. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Well, I'd like to say thank you very much for giving us a very impressive speech. To tell you the truth, that the way you deliver your speech, really impresses me. But I have questions. What is the conclusion of your speech? Yeah.
Thanks for the question. So conclusion from my speech, I want to share to you all how to treasuring our health and how important of health, because we can see health is important for our life. Without health, we cannot do anything. And activities will not be able to do if our body is sick.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, let's give her a round of applause. Next questions. I just want you to tell me about the quality of your English. I would like to ask about your pronunciation. What do you think about your own pronunciation?
For me, first, thanks for the question. For me, now maybe I can speak good pronounce because I'm still study. Yes.
So, good or bad?
Just so
Now there are two only options, good or bad, in your opinion.
Still bad, but I will try to be good.
To tell you the truth, that while you are delivering the speech, your speech, I listened some mispronunciation in some words. You need to know that when we pronounce a particular word in English, it doesn't always deals with intonation. Okay, you have to pay attention also to stress. So stress here means in a word there are some syllable, and you have to know in which syllable should be pronounced longer than another syllable. Okay, for example, when you pronounce the word berupaya, yeah, you say effort. Ya, itu ada dua suku kata di situ. Effort. Ya, you kasih panjang itu for-nya, harusnya effort. Bukan effort. Ya, effort. Kemudian I think you don't need to apologize. You didn't need to express your apology by the end of your speech. This is a common mistake. Why did you say that? Kenapa diucapkan tadi itu ada permintaan maaf, mohon maaf, I'm sorry for. Why did you say that?
I said that, and maybe when I deliver my speech, I have mistake.
That indicates that you have a very low self-confidence. You have to trust yourself that anything you say is completely true. Anything you say is completely correct. We can convince people to agree with you. Okay, that's important. So I think this is a negative side, okay, of delivering a speech. When you are going to end your speech and then you express apology. Okay, keep this in mind. You don't need to do it. Okay, in the future, when you take a part in a contest like this, do not end your speech with an apology. It is much better if you give something like a quotation, like which can make your listeners can have something in mind to remember. Okay, that your speech is good enough. Yeah, I think that's from me. Thank you very much.
All right, Rida. How are you, Rida?
I'm good, thank you.
Thank you.
How about you?
I'm okay. So Rida, you said that you are from Bone and then you are in Madrasah Aliyah. What grade are you?
First grade.
First grade. You have good English, yeah. So your topic is about public health. I just wonder, do you want to continue your study in public health like your senior? Kesmas ya, itu banyak anak kesmas ini, kesehatan masyarakat. Ya, penerima beasiswa murah lagi. So what about you? What is your ambition? What is your ambition? What is your dream? Do you want to study in UIN and then you're going to take public health department?
Yes, maybe I want to be doctor, maybe.
Okay, good. So you want to become a doctor? Oh, yeah, fine. Seems like that you like about health, yeah? That's about health. Now, your content of your speech is very good. You gave ayat, ada ayatnya, ada hadisnya tadi ya, and then you also have a quotation. That's wonderful. And yeah, the pronunciation, Pakar has already given you a comment about that. Just wonder about you, talking about health saja. What about in your, are you Santri, right? So you live in dormitory middle school, yeah? So how is your diet, your, like for example, your daily in the boarding school?
Thanks for the question. So I'm Santri, and of course I must to arrange my time well because you all know I have many activity in boarding school. So one thing I can do is like I sleep earlier.
Okay. Do you sleep 6 hours until 8 hours every day? As you said.
Yes.
So you sleep
because we must wake up earlier for go to mosque.
Oh, to go to mosque.
Yes.
What about exercise regularly?
Of course, in my school, there are subject sport. So every day we like join the subject sport with my friends once a week.
Once a week.
Once a week.
Okay, I think that's all for me. Thank you very much. Rida, give a big applause for Rida.
Baik, itulah tadi penampilan terbaik dari Hadatul Fitriah Ramadhani. Sekali lagi kita beri tepuk tangannya meriah. Selanjutnya kita panggilkan peserta kedua atas nama Andi Asila Putri Dharma dari Pondok Pesantren Asaria Pusat Sempang. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin wa bihi nasta'in wa ala umuri dunya waddin. Assalatu wassalamu ala asyrafil anbiya'i wal mursalin sayyidina wa maulana Muhammadin sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The honorable judges and Committee of Festival Santri Nasional, Community of Santri Scholars of Ministry of Religious Affairs of the State Islamic University Makassar, and all the audience. First of all, let's pray and thanks to our God Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, who has given us mercies and blessings so we can attend and gather in this place in good condition and happy situation. Secondly, my peace and salvation always be given to our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammad wa ala ali Sayyidina Muhammad. The last messenger of God, who has guided us from the darkness to the brightness, from stupidity to the cleverness, from Jahiliyyah era to Islam era. Thanks for the opportunity which is given to me so that I could give short speech about empowering technology for better living. Before that, let me introduce myself. So, my name is Andi Asilah Putri Dharma, and I'm from Female Islamic Junior High School of As'adiyah 1 Sekan. Ladies and gentlemen, human beings are given the ability to make them be able to build civilization through the science and technology to make developed today. Since ancient times, science, technology, and art have existed. People use science, technology, and art as a means to live better, safer, easier, and so on. Whether we are aware or not aware, technology has become our habit. It is the same with daily activity carried out with technology. For example, we wake up with an alarm, go to school by motorbike or car, leave here with a fan, with food, with a refrigerator, and so much more. Impact on human life. Even tech therefore, let's be wise. Is a time limit. In the other side, underestimate face-to-face communication. It is weird. Spending too much time on the device can dispense us from the people around us. Ladies and gentlemen, talking about the positive impact of technology is endless, as well as the negative impact. The negative impact of technology is also quite serious. Therefore, we must be wise in using technology. But it is not all about the positive or negative impact, but how we use them. So, in interacting with technology, you should not overdo it. Limit the use of gadgets and use gadgets to find useful information. Ladies and gentlemen, Indonesian teenagers use the internet the most compared to other age groups. This can be seen from the results of a survey by the Association of Indonesian Internet Service Providers, where the internet penetration rate in the 13 to 18-year age group will reach 99.16% in 2021 and 2022. Wow, quite a big number. From this phenomena, we can see that the relationship between the internet and children or adolescents is quite close. Their connection between gadgets can have a good or bad impact. As I mentioned before, it all depends on how we use them. Then, as teenagers, what should we do to take advantage of this technological era? The answer is super. S U P E and R. S is for smart. Smart is in various fields, and smart is in making good use of technology. And U is for useful. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "The best human beings is the most useful for humans." Being a useful person invites kindness not only to those we help, but also to ourselves. And P is for planned. Without realizing it, planning for a young age is important. If we have a plan, then our life will certainly be in order. And E is for earnest. By being serious about what in positive terms, it will not bring regrets in the future. And the last is R. R is for responsible. With responsibility, you will be trusted, respected, appreciated, and liked by the others. Therefore, my message is for all the young generation out there is remember that we have an important role on the development of this country and have an important role as agents of change for our own environment. Let's be supportive and be able to compete in this technological era. Last but not least is B.J. Habibie said, "Wherever you are right now, always try to be the best and give the best that you can give." Enough of my speech today. More or less, please forgive me and for your attention.
Wow. Okay. I would like to comment on your pronunciation. But before I give my comments, just like the previous contestant, okay, I asked her to give her self-assessment. So what do you think of your pronunciation?
So that maybe.
Why maybe? You have to tell me for sure. What do you think?
Bad, because I'm so bad.
Yeah. After listening to your speech, I have got there's so many mispronounced words.
Yes.
Okay, for example, when you pronounce technology, you say technology. Ya, jadi ingat baik-baik itu ada stres namanya. Jadi stres itu diberikan panjang pada, makanya kalau kalian buka kamus ada biasa tanda apostrof di atas pada suatu kata, itu tandanya bagian itu harus panjang. Jadi dengarkan. For example, I say in bahasa Indonesia, a native English speakers used to say to me something like this: Pak Kahar masuk, tidak usah buka sepatu. Bagaimana menurut pronunciation-nya? Bagus atau tidak? Nah, dia pakai bahasa Indonesia, dia Pak Kahar silakan masuk, tidak usah buka sepatu. Bagus pronunciation-nya? Jelek, kenapa?
Terbiasa masih.
Bukan terbiasa, itu ada stres yang salah yang dia pakai. Misalnya pada kata sepatu, kita kan dalam bahasa Indonesia itu tidak bilang sepatu, tapi sepatu. Jangan malu. Dia bilang gitu, jangan malu. Jangan malu. Bagaimana yang bagus? Jangan malu. Jadi dia itu memberikan primary stress itu di bagian suku kata terakhir. Jadi jangan malu. Dilunya yang dikasih panjang. Harusnya itu yang dimanya. Maka pronunciation itu menjadi tidak baik. Kedengaran. Jadi jangan malu. Betul. Silakan masuk. Bagus. Yang benar bagaimana?
Silahkan masuk.
Silahkan masuk. Coba yang dia panjangkan itu suku. Padahal di bahasa Indonesia itu harusnya yang panjang adalah ma. Silahkan masuk. Harusnya silahkan masuk. Itu dalam bahasa Inggris itu penting kalian perhatikan. Makanya jangan pernah merasa tahu pada pengucapan kata tertentu. Lebih baik cek and recheck kembali pronunciation-nya dengan membuka online dictionary. Lihat itu phonetical symbol dari pengucapan sebuah kata. Kalau ada tanda apostrof atau apostrof, tanda koma di atas itu dikasih pada satu suku kata, berarti itu harus panjang. Dan saya temukan ini ya, banyak sekali kata-kata yang diucapkan dan salah pengucapan. Seperti fenomena. Itu tidak dibaca begitu. Itu fenomen. Itu yang panjang no-nya, bukan fenomena, bukan ini. Kemudian productivity, bukan productivity. Itu membuat bahasa Indonesia itu menjadi tidak natural. Bagi orang yang tidak paham, kalau sudah intonasi dimodifikasi, itu dianggap sudah bagus. Tapi bagi kita yang mempelajari bahasa itu, I can exactly identify which words are incorrectly produced. Jadi saya pikir itu saja, masukan saya berikan. Jadi tingkatkan pronunciation-nya dengan sering-sering buka online dictionary, lihat di mana primary stress harus ditempat. Ingat primary stress itu disebut lebih panjang dibanding yang lain. Kan stress itu ada 3, ada primary stress, secondary stress, dan zero stress. Kalau kalian belajar jurusan pendidikan bahasa Inggris itu dipelajari. Ya, jadi saya pikir itu. Makasih.
Thank you.
Thank you. Halo, siapa? Andi Ashila. He was 13 years old. That you have already good English. So your content, the topic is good. It's about technology. You mentioned one hadith and also there's a quotation from the hadith. That's a good point. I agree with Kahar that you need to improve your pronunciation, like further, bukan father, line to father, sama further. So you mentioned result, you mentioned Tadi bilangnya apa ya? He felt, yeah. So there's some pronunciation issue here. I love your expression, the gesturnya Andi Asila bagus ya. So you have a good body language in your expression and your performance, and also your conclusion about smart. You have smart, smart super. The first one is smart, and the useful plan. I missed the fourth one. Apa I itu apa? E itu apa I? Yang pertama kan smart, useful plan, and the last one is earnest. Earnest. What does it mean?
Bersungguh-sungguh.
How do you spell that? Gimana spellnya?
I A R N E S T.
Earnest. Okay. So what about you? Do you have that super in your style? Do you do this like smart, useful, plan, earnest, and responsible, and using technology? Do you use this?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. Maybe.
Yes, maybe. Yeah. Yeah. One thing that you need to improve also is your self-confidence. So if someone asks you about your English atau your somebody that gives you opinion about this, you have to be confident. Harus percaya diri. Jangan pakai maybe, jangan mungkin atau harus percaya diri. Nah, oke, yes, saya melakukannya. Contoh kayak smart, apa yang kamu lakukan? What do you do? Kalau smart, apa yang kamu lakukan?
Smart?
Ya. Smart in doing technology. Ya kan?
Smart in technology.
Iya.
Yes.
Yeah, what do you do?
Maybe my friends will think I'm smart in various fields. One of them is study, maybe. Study.
Okay, and then useful? Useful, ini kan super, jadi smart and then useful. What about useful?
Yes, because I have been committing my and I help this activity.
What about
Masa nanti
plan?
aplikasi itu.
Yes, I have a plan. I always make a plan every day. Like
Yang super ini kan berhubungan dengan teknologi. Anyway, so what about your plan in the future?
I want to be a doctor, but I didn't know I can
didn't
reach it
know?
because I don't like science.
Nggak bisa, kalau jadi dokter harus jago matematikanya. Kalau tulis resep nggak bisa salah, pasti ya dosen. Iya, kalau jadi dokter harus suka sains, baik itu baik. Oke, semangat ya, tetap semangat walaupun banyak komennya, tapi itu to improve yourself. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Selanjutnya peserta ketiga atas nama Nurul Khalifatul Aziza Ali dari Pondok Pesantren Al-Ikhlas Ujung Bone. With all due respect to the Honorable of Judges, with all due respect to the Honorable Master of Ceremony and Committees, the Honorable of Teachers, dear my beloved friends, and all who is attending in this place, Ladies and gentlemen, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
First of all, let's thanks to Almighty God who has given us His mercies and blessings so we can attend in this event without any obstacles in this hard place and time. Secondly, may salawat and salam be with our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Allahumma salli wa sallim wa barik alaihi, who has guided the human being from the unimaginative era to the shining, blazing, and dazzling. Well, my beloved brothers and sisters, I'm Nur Khalifatul Aziza Ali, 11th grade of Al-Ikhlas Islamic Boarding School. As we gather here today, I'd like to take a moment to talk about the point of view of Indonesian cultures. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm pretty sure that Indonesian films is gaining hurts because their identity adopted by some irresponsible party. Let me mention it to you one by one. In 2021, one of the Birdman stars from Singapore claimed and produced wayang kulit belongs to Malaysia. In fact, wayang kulit is originally made by four biggest regions, but the most well-known is from Yogyakarta since 1,000 years ago. It has already declared and approved by UNESCO in 2008. Second, at the same year as the previous point that has mentioned, it happens a glorious global. Who doesn't know Miss Universe event? One of candidates from Malaysia were batik, and she declared and announced to the world that batik made from Malaysia. Wow, I can't even imagine that. Do you even offense? Because I did. Well, my beloved brothers and sisters, as a matter of fact, the word batik comes from ti in Japanese, means dots repeat over and over with the same shape. Batik is actually traditional culture. It's where it's their identity, and somehow famous people want it as their representative as their culture. Well, let's make it clear here. We have to be proud to say that batik is ours as Indonesian. Well, my beloved brothers and sisters, apparently various cultures are like dance, language, uniform, ethnic, art, and many more. What I've mentioned earlier is the proof. Isn't it sad that we are rich in culture, but it's actually being taken by other countries? But beware that there is a unique fact in Indonesia. Most of extracurricular activities are related to modern art from foreign countries, such as modern dance like disco, samba, salsa, and many others. There are no traces of extracurricular activities in West Java, like gamelan, joypong dance, and other kinds of art and cultures, especially in West Java. Well, my beloved brothers and sisters, we have extracurricular activities in any field of education. Yet, we only have a few that focus on culture. Not only do we limited resources, but it's also difficult to find people interested in joining the activities. Well, my beloved brothers and sisters, I really have big questions for the youngs in all the small corner in Indonesia. Why we love others' cultures rather than our cultures? Is there a habit to love someone is greater than ours?
Well, let's question our love then. To answer such questions, I have little suggestions to grow up and keep our culture alive. First, let's start with education. Educating ourselves and our younger generation about our culture by histories, traditions, and arts. Then, participation. We can participate our cultural and festival events. And then, preservation. We can help to preserve our cultural heritage by historical sites, monuments, and artifacts. Then, promotion. We can promote our cultural to tourism. Finally, innovation. Adopt our cultural to modern times. Well, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, taking care of our cultures equals. Then, in the educational point of view, it surely relates strongly. The most ironical things from our nation's behavior towards our own art and cultures is the tendency of putting them into the curtain laws from Ilion. Well, my beloved brothers and sisters, Indonesian believe in the concept of mutual assistance, and the national motto is Bhinneka Tunggal Ika, to strengthen of Quran Surah Al-Hujurat ayat 13. A'udzu billahi minasyaitonir rajim. Ya ayyuhan nas, inna khalaqnakum min dzakarin wa unsa wa ja'alnakum syu'uban wa qabaila lita'arafu. Inna akramakum indallahi atqakum. Innallaha alimun khabir. Sadaqallahul azim. The meaning is, O mankind, we create you from a male and female, and made you nations and tribes, so that you may know each others. Indeed, the most honorable among you in the sight of Allah is the most pious among you. Surely, Allah is all-knowing, all-knowing. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, in summary, I want to leave you with a thought from legendary Indian activist Mahatma Gandhi, who once said, "A nation's culture resides in the hearts and in the souls of its people." Well, ladies and gentlemen, culture is more than just art, music, and words. It's a reflection of who we are as a people. And effective. Well, my beloved brothers and sisters, thank you for listening, and I hope that my speech is important for you. So I hope my speech can be useful for you all. That's all the speech I can convey on this good occasion. May what I have delivered useful in our life in this world and hereafter. The last I say, love for cultures, love for motherland. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Well, a very impressive speech. Let's give her a round of applause. Which one is Nurul? Yeah, Nurul Khalifatul Aziza Ali. Are you students of senior high school or junior high school?
Senior high school at second grade.
Oh, senior high school.
Yes.
How did you learn English in the past?
Since I elementary school, I have learned English. Then when I entered in my Islamic boarding school in Ali class, I can improve my English because I have learned since I elementary school. Then until now, until I'm senior high school, I can speak English because in my school, we must speak English every day and every time and everywhere too.
Okay, why do you like learning English?
because I know English is international language, and I have dreamed if I want to continue my study in abroad.
Okay. Well, as I said earlier, that your speech is very impressive because you are trying to motivate young generations to love their culture. And I think I agree with you that in the present context, okay, that kind of motivation should be promoted, okay, to all level of education. Because you know that Western culture and cultures from other countries such as Korean cultures, okay, start dominating, okay, the lifestyle of young generations in our country. The title of your speech is the point of view of Indonesian culture.
Cultures.
Am I correct?
Yes.
But what does that mean?
The point of view of Indonesian cultures is like the point of view. I mean, Indonesian have many cultures, of course. That's my speech about the point of view of Indonesian cultures is like.
Look, if you need to tell me in Bahasa Indonesia, what does this title mean? I mean, the point of view of Indonesian culture. Kalau di bahasa Indonesia kan bagaimana kira-kira begini?
Pandangan terhadap budaya Indonesia.
Who?
For us, for the young generation of all people in Indonesia.
Pandangan terhadap
budaya
Indonesia. Oke. Jadi ini juga yang menjadi masukan buat kontestan yang lain. So when you are selecting a particular topic, make sure that you understand, okay, the topic. Yeah, I think if I may say honestly, that your English is okay, very good. I find it difficult to identify some famous pronounced words, even if I find but few, okay? Because incorrect pronunciation is actually unavoidable, okay, as the non-native speakers of English. So even native speakers themselves, okay, make mistakes, okay, when speaking. Okay, so the last. Would you mind telling me the reason for choosing the topic?
Okay, my reason is, as we know that Indonesian cultures is very much. Then there are some people don't aware about the importance of cultures that our grandfather and grandmother and also our hero have fight and struggle to our cultures. Then it's in my opinion, culture is important, but there are many young generation don't be aware about this.
Okay, thank you. I want you to do something for us. So could you give us something like closing statements, okay, about Indonesian culture?
Okay, for all of you, my closing statement that Indonesia have many cultures that we must keep it because our cultures is ours as Indonesians believe that in the concept of mutual assistance, the national motto is Bhinneka Tunggal Ika. And also in Quran Surah Al-Hujra, Allah has said there. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. So let's give it
yeah. You have a strong voice, powerful, yeah. Dia punya suara strong, powerful. The topic that you choose is about Indonesian culture. And then you mentioned some of the thing that we can do, for example, education, Yeah, education,
Yes.
participation, and preservation, promotion, and innovation. I just wondered that you're from Borneo, right?
Yes.
Do you-
Actually, I'm sorry. I'm studying in Bone, but actually I'm from Masamba, North Luwu.
Not Lubu.
Yes.
So, do you have any idea about tourism place or culture in Masamba?
Culture in Masamba. There is
Okay.
Yes.
What's that?
in Rongkong.
In Rongpong. What is that in Rongpong?
There is a very good mountain that we can see in Masamba. You can see Masamba from the mountain.
Okay, so you have to go to the mountain to see the
Yes,
Masamba city.
yes. Mm.
All right. So talking about some item that you mentioned, education and then preservation and promotion. How do you promote that?
We can promote our cultures by
Like in Masamba, especially in Masamba. How do you promote that?
I can promote in social media, of course, because
okay.
as you know that there are many people using social media right now, from children until older. Of course, have social media from TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and many others.
So how do you make a promotion of your culture in Masamba?
About my culture in Masamba? Of course, I will introduce my cultures. I will tell the history, the unique, and to all people that our cultures is important to keep it. Yes.
That's preservation.
We can present also with social media too. Yes, in TikTok, because in TikTok, there are many people use it. We can do anything in TikTok. I mean, good, with good, something good, make something good in TikTok.
For
Like
example,
for example, dance. I mean, traditional dance like padupa and other
in Masamba.
in Masamba.
Yeah. Do you know your culture in Masamba?
Honestly, I don't very know about my culture in Masamba.
You see, you're talking about culture, but your identity as a Masamba citizen, we just wonder about that.
About my culture in Masamba,
Dari tadi saya bermain tentang Masamba.
about the uniform, there is a batik in Masamba too. There is
Batik in Masamba.
yes, there is a song also in Masamba. The title is Bunga-bunga na Masamba.
Okay. What about dance?
About dance, nothing.
Really?
Yes.
Nggak ada tarian Masamba. Siapa orang Masamba? Masa nggak ada tariannya orang Masamba?
Because when I studied there, elementary school, people dance like padupa, and of course padupa not from Masamba, samantu not from Masamba, and other dance I don't know.
So yeah, homework for you. You dig more, you learn more about your own culture.
Yes.
That's your identity.
Yes, of
Okay,
course.
thank you very much, Nurul. Good.
Thank
job.
you.
Yeah, okay.
Tepuk tangan dulu dong untuk peserta kita. Sebelumnya izinkan kami memberikan tips ya, karena dilihat para audiens ini agak mengantuk juga. Syarat gamenya itu cuman dengarkan lalu lakukan. Para panitia juga bisa ikutan juga. Nah, pertama itu kalau saya bilang telinga, kedua tangan itu pegang telinga. Kalau saya pegang kepala, kedua tangan pegang kepala. Kalau pegang mulut, kedua tangan pegang mulut. Semuanya ready?
Ready.
Panitia ready?
Ready.
Oke, 1, 2, 3. Harus cepat ya. Telinga, kepala, mulut, kaki. Telinga, kepala, hidung, mata. Oke, baik, terima kasih. Oke, langsung saja peserta keempat atas nama Rini Ramadhani dari Pondok Pesantren Al Junaida Biru.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Dear honorable judges, respectable speakers, ladies and gentlemen. First and foremost, let's express our gratitude to the Almighty Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, whose blessings are always with us. So we can be here today in good and healthy condition. Second, our salawat and salams are always delivered to our great prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Sayyidina Muhammad, who has stood for human rights and sparked a light to all Muslims around the world. In one peaceful morning, I heard my teacher were talking about suicide bomb attack outside a Catholic church in Makassar, and left at least 14 people wounded. The other morning, I heard them discussing about the authorities that banned church from holding religious activities in Bandung. When I came back home for holiday, I saw series of violence on TV and social media, including bullying, sexual harassment happening in Islamic institutions like Santri in Indonesia. This violence takes place often so much that I'm no longer sugarcoat all by it. But I feel really sad that all Indonesian institutions, all pesantren, all santri should take the blame for one particular student. You know why? During my study in my slave boarding school, there was no single act of violence that alone terrorist concept taught by our teacher. They all focus about humanity, harmony, and peace. Therefore, I'll be sharing my perspective today about creating harmony and tolerance through Santri's land for better Islamic civilization. I remember my teacher referred to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The best of Islam is to behave with gentleness and tolerance. This statement finally led me to such a deep reflection about my home country. Ladies and gentlemen, Indonesia is the largest archipelagic country in the world, consisting of 17,508 islands and 1,128 immigrants, with diverse cultural and social cultures. Indonesia is also considered as the most populous Muslim majority country in the world, with approximately 231 million inhabitants. But are we, Indonesian people, tolerant enough to our society and people around us? Have we behaved the way our prophet told us so? Unfortunately, not. We can still see the acts of extremism, radicalism, hate speech, bullying around us. Even the threat of terrorism still exists in our country. But the good news is, Indonesia always made a notable progress in strengthening the regimes against terrorism and other violence. Ladies and gentlemen, although we come from different races, cultures, ethnicities, it is actually a blessing for Indonesia. We are able to make more friends and have multicultural experiences. This is really linked with what Allah stated in the Quran. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم يا أيها الناس إنا خلقناكم من ذكر وأنثى وجعلناكم شعوبا وقبائل لتعارفوا إن أكرمكم عند الله أتقاكم إن الله عليم خبير. Oh humanity, we created you from a male and a female and made you into peoples and tribes so that you may get to know one another. Surely, the most noble of you in the sight of Allah is the most righteous among you. Allah is truly all-knowing, all-aware. Al-Hujurat, verse 13. Then why should we be separated in great conflict? It's because we think we are different. We have Pancasila as our national guidance. Why don't we build national commitment, tolerance, and a commitment to culture to create a strong religious moderation in Indonesia? We have to be united in diversity and let the difference away from our heart. We need peace in order to create a better place for our country, Indonesia. Indonesia, as a country how respects the values of tolerance, has also been recognized worldwide. Indonesia has been a host of the United Nations Alliance of Civilization and gained appreciation that we can be a role model of how a country is harmonious across ethnic, religious, racial, and cultural diversity. In education system, we also have a Santri or Islamic boarding school that also teach peace and harmony. Pesantren also has created some santris that are now seen as inspirational figures in Indonesia, such as Kiai Haji Wahid Hashim, Professor Nadisha Hussein, Professor Shihab, etc. Santri is the soul for Indonesia. Let's recall the story of Kiai Haji Hashim Ash'ari's son, Kiai Haji Wahid Hashim, during the revolution. Our Kiai, ulama, and Santri really pushed their limit and established jihad resolution, and they had sacrificed their life to guard the independence of Indonesia. What can we do then as a Santri to continue their legacy? There are several things we can do to achieve this goal. As a Santri of modern Islamic boarding school, we can contribute to promote schooling by study hard and build tolerance among others. Being judgmental is not a part of Santri. When we live in a peace world, we can gain more prosperity in this life. Not only for us, but we can also change other people's life. In addition, Santri have to actively participate and engage in many aspects, such as in politics, business, education, military, in order to see the world with various lenses. Ladies and gentlemen, heal the world, make it a better place for you and for me and the interhuman race. There are people there, people caring now for the support religious moderation, spread harmony in our dear country, Indonesia. Thank you for listening to my speech today. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, so I have to say that your speech is as impressive as the previous contestant. However, I would like to ask you, what is actually the title of your speech?
About my speech title.
Yeah.
From where?
Yeah, the title of your speech.
Indonesia have very much cultural, but still exists radicalism, extremism, and speech.
Yeah, my suggestion is when you are taking a part in the other contests like this, do not forget to let us know, okay, your speech title, because contents become one of the items to be scored. So that is why it is important for you to let the audience know what is the title of your speech. Okay, and that's the first.
Important topic.
Yeah.
Important topic.
Now, sebenarnya di awal tuh harus sampaikan apa dulu ya pidatonya supaya kita tahu, karena poin penilaian salah satu pada konten. Jadi kita ingin lihat apakah judul yang disampaikan itu sejalan dengan isinya. That's my comment, just a suggestion. So next time when you are taking a part with speech contest like this, and you are standing in front of the audience, do not forget to let the audience know what we will talk about. It's important. Yeah. Okay, and bagaimana tadi ucapannya itu keragaman? How did you pronounce keragaman? What is keragaman in bahasa Inggris? Bineka Tunggal Ika itu ya, unity in diversity. Nah, jadi tadi kata keragaman itu ya, disebut ya diversity. Nah, this is incorrect. They should have said diversity atau diversity or diversity. Jadi pengucapan yang bagus itu juga harus bisa melafalkan bunyi konsonan dan vokal dengan tepat. Jadi makanya pronunciation itu 3. Kemampuan melafalkan konsonan vokal dengan tepat, kemudian kemampuan menempatkan intonasi, dan kemampuan menempatkan stres yang baik. Ya, itu. In your opinion, terrorism is a crime or what? In your opinion?
In my opinion,
Terrorism.
I think
What is terrorism?
it's bad because it's bad for us, but
Okay, this is another suggestion. The next time when you choose a topic, so you must have background knowledge about it. So because there is a question and answer session, okay, where your English will be evaluated, okay, your knowledge will be evaluated. So there, okay, you have to show off that you have enough knowledge to talk about the topic. And by the end of your speech, you sing a song. Okay, you sang the extract of Michael Jackson's song. Why did you do that?
because the song is so for the topic. The song like
Okay, that's enough. Thank you very much. So let's give her a round of applause. Very good.
Really? Rina, you okay, Rina?
yes, because my vocabulary is very basic.
Okay. Don't worry, be happy. Kamu kelas berapa? Buat kelas
Second grade.
second grade. Jadi kelas 11 ya. 11, ya. Do you understand what you're talking about and just now your speech? Kamu paham nggak apa yang tadi kamu ngomongin tentang jihad revolution and then apa terus semua? Santri is the soul of Indonesia. What do you mean by Santri is the soul of Indonesia?
Santri jiwanya Indonesia.
So can you explain that? Bisa dijelaskan maksudnya apa? Jadi kalau bukan anak santri, bukan jiwa Indonesia.
Like
what?
Santri.
Ayo semangat lagi. Jiwa santri di Solo Indonesia, ayo. Saya bukan anak santri. Let me think. Kamu anak santri? Sudah berapa lama jadi anak santri? 5. Apakah kamu merasa kamu menjadi soul of the Indonesian country?
I don't know.
You don't know. Gimana ini? Okay, then fine. Terus kamu, okay, anyway, next question. You mentioned also about spread harmony. Apa itu spread harmony? Menyebarluaskan harmoni. Tadi ada kata itu ya? Apa maksudnya? What do you mean? As a anak santri.
Indonesia
Itu pimpin tau. Belum juga semua.
still to fight and becomes a conflict, so we can shoot.
Apa itu shoot? Menembak.
Harus shoot.
Apa itu shoot?
Harus
I should. Shoot. Okay. Shoot apa? Oke. Dan pakai bahasa Indonesia saja nggak apa. Oke.
Kita sebagai orang Indonesia kayak masih banyak orang yang kayak itu kayak masih membuli sesama gitu kan. Jadi harus dibesarkan harmoni gitu.
Ya, apa like what? Kalau di pesantren apa yang kamu lakukan buat diri?
Saling menghormati sesama walaupun di kelas. Gitu.
Oke, respect each other. Enggak seperti anak adik-adik kalau di pesantren. Kamu kelas 5 ya. Jadi anak-anak yang sana ya, ambil kan kayak itu emberku, ambil kan kayak itu sabunku. Mesti dulu sampah saya pakai. Gitu ya, anak santri. Gimana Faisal? Gitu.
Just for friends.
Oh, dengan teman saja. Saya punya 2 anak di pondok pesantren. Satu di Ummul Mukminin, satunya di Sulhas. Mereka sampai alhamdulillah selesai satu dari Sulhas, selesai dari Ummul Mukminin, sekarang kuliah di Unhas, sana HI Hubungan Internasional, dan yang sekarang yang ke anak saya yang ketiga juga di pesantren di Sulhas, sekarang sudah kelas 3. Dia juga jago pidato seperti ini. Oke, komen dari tadi saya dengan Pak Kahan hampir sama. If you talk, if you have a speech, you need to know the content of your speech. Harus tahu apa isinya. I think that's all for me. Thank you, Rini. Tangan buat Rini, semangat buat Rini. Tepuk tangan dulu dong untuk adik Rini tadi. Baiklah, tinggal 2 peserta lagi yang speak. Kita panggilkan saja peserta kelima kita, yaitu
Asri Indah Mastito Pulungan dari Pondok Pesantren Al-Muhdisi.
Baik, kepada adik Andi Sri Indah, mohon cek sound. Mohon di unmute dulu mic-nya. Belum deh.
Suaranya kedengaran, Kak?
Ya dek, kedengaran.
Mohon maaf
Tunggu dulu,
sebelumnya
tunggu dulu, Kak.
boleh minta tolong nggak, Kak, supaya Kak audio lainnya juga dibuka karena ada nanti di bagian speech-nya yang komunikasi sama audiensnya lain.
Kenapa gitu?
Halo, Kak. Suaranya kedengaran, Kak?
Tunggu dulu dek, ada untuk speaker di ruangan sedang diperbaiki dek.
Baik, Kak.
Kecakres itu, anjir.
Coba cek sound. Sri, coba cek sound.
Halo, Kak. Iya. Tes.
Belum kedengaran. Belum.
Suaranya kedengaran, Kak?
Suaranya udah masuk di Zoom tapi belum masuk di speaker. Bentar ya.
Baik, Kak.
Sudah. Tadi masuk.
Iya, tapi tadi jangan segitu apa.
Sudah di
Di sana tidak ada uang sih, tidak ada uang. Belum suara di sana. Di sana. Ini orang lewat. Coba cek sound lagi, Sri.
Tes, Kak. Tes. Assalamualaikum.
Cek audio.
Tes.
Di sini.
Tes.
Coba cek sound. Coba
Tes.
cek. Oke. Masuk.
Dengaran, Kak?
Iya.
Kak, mohon maaf sebelumnya boleh minta tolong supaya nanti kamera audio semua akunnya dihidupin karena nanti ada komunikasi antara saya dengan audiensnya gitu, Kak. Boleh, Kak?
Oh iya, boleh. Oke. Unmute itu. Unmute. Coba cek sound lagi.
Tes.
Coba cek sound lagi.
Tes. 1, 2, 3. Cek.
Nanti kan di situ. Hajarat. Coba cek lagi.
Tes.
Tahun
1, 2, 3. Cek.
Iya, sejauh ini.
Tadi berapa kali harus itu kan terus pantul.
Coba cek sound lagi. Mana sih?
Tes.
Udah
Tes.
masuk. Mau aja sinyal.
Tes.
Ya.
Oke.
1, 2, 3.
Oke. Ini usaha yang dia di sini nanti bicara. Kalian yang bersuara nanti menjawab.
Kan
Jadi majornya
ini kayaknya panjang. Tunggu jangkauannya ini kan. Boleh ya? Silakan. Dikatakan itu. Silakan dimulai deh.
Dimulai aja, Kak.
Ya Kak, mulai deh. Halo.
Technology expands our ways of thinking about things. It expands our ways of doing things. If you are good people, we use it for good purpose. And if you are bad people, we use it for bad purpose. It's that very simple. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Honorable judges, the timekeeper, and all of audiences here. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Warm greetings, all of you. I'm here. For the first time, I would like to give my greatest thanks to Allah the Almighty, who has been giving me and you all of the mercies and blazing without stopping from day to day, hour to hour, even second to second. Without thus all, we will never be here to listen my short but important speech. Secondly, salawat and salam we deliver to our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Allahumma salli wa sallim wa barik ala Sayyidina Muhammad wa ala ali Sayyidina Muhammad. Who is really loved by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and always provide goodness in the world. And last but not least, I'd like to thank the Master of Ceremony for giving me this very special opportunity. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon.
Afternoon.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Okay, next, let me introduce myself. My name is Asri Indah Nurtita Pulungan, and I'm from Islamic Boarding School Al-Mukhlisin Sibuhuan, standing here before you all to deliver my speech. I hope you are all feeling as amazing as I am right now. So, to be honest, I am a little nervous right now, but I'm not here to tell you about what I'm feeling. Instead, I'd like to tell you about the influence of technology in the digital era. Yes, technology. Have you all heard the word technology? Have you? Yes, you can bet the word from technology. It's not stranger in our ears, isn't it? According to Merriam-Webster, that technology is an application to practical knowledge in a particular field. But before I continue my speech, I want to ask you two things, and you have to promise to be honest. Have you?
Yes.
Okay, the first question is, who have a cell phone and use it every day? Raise your hand. Of course, that's a lot. Next, the second question is, who doesn't have a cell phone and never use it at all? Raise your hand. It is very few because almost our life are facilitated by technology, such as cell phone. Even me use it and it's in my pocket. Let me show you.
I'm sorry, my pun is a little bad. Okay, this object can make our work easier from getting information until using online delivery service, such as Shopee, GoFood, and so on, isn't it? Ministry of Communication and Information Rudi Antara estimated that currently Indonesia have 43,000 online news portal. How amazing! And also, the user of technology in early 2022 reached to 210 million people, which is a very high number. Give applause, guys. Okay, thank you. There are so many positive sides of technology. And of course, there are also negative sides, which we have to discuss first. Positive or negative? Okay, let's talk about positive first. The first is to speed up the communication. If someone in the past had to write a letter for people far away, or we can call it crush, and spend the money to buy envelope and waited for a long response. Oh my gosh, it is very complicated. But now we just need to use an app like WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook, and etc. to make it easier for us to find information with just one flick. But how about those information obtained via cell phone or another social media? How about it? So that's it. On another hand, technology have a negative side too, according to gramedia.com. And the hoax information, it's come from human like us. As in the Quran Surah An-Nur verse 11. Innal ladhina ja'u bil ifki usbatum minkum. The meaning is, they who spread slander are a gang among you. Yes, a gang among you. Whereas the information is not necessarily 100% correct. We must be good in sorting out the information by the first, looking at the site address. The second, checking the authenticity of the photo. And the third is explore another fact. Okay, that's my first point. And the second point is people can lose track of the time because of the cell phone, which causes a lack of socialization with other people. This is not only happen to adults or teenagers like me, but it's the bigger vulnerable to children. What, guys? Yes, children. You can say it like a double kill. Why? Because only technology can target in two people in one time. Not infrequently, we see families gathered in one table, but they are busy to their cell phone each other until they are forget to greet each other. It was very miserable. So, how do we overcome this problem? Do we have to eliminate technology? Or do we have to go back in the past time? The answer is no. According to Faculty of Computer Science and Technology, we can do some ways. Namely, the first, use the technology information according to its purpose. And the second, if you are underage, ask for parental assistance. And the third, choose the information with a credible source. And the fourth is, browse the information if you want to share. And the last is, not easily to influence with the propagative information. And remember, my brothers and sisters, what you listen to, what you look at, what you read, what you watch, what you talk about, all of this, think about it as input. It's like food that you put into your body. And so we as a people to imagine that when you open your homepage, whether it's news homepage, Instagram homepage, Facebook, Twitter, or Snapchat, whatever it is. Imagine that when you open your homepage, it's like open your freezer. That what you're gonna eat, that's your intake. And that's all has an effect on you. You are not passive. I need to understand, you're not passive when you're consuming the content. You're consuming it actively. You're not just looking at it. I need to understand, there's no such thing, I'm just looking. Whatever you look, it's like you're eating it. Because the eyes are the window to the heart. The eyes are the window to the heart. That's why Allah designed it. You can look at something without any effect to your heart. So ladies and gentlemen that I love, let's do this method. Because you, me, and all of us is the next generation of this nation. And if I say, who are we? As a Parliament Zazuli once said, you must answer a young generation that become the master of technology, not become the victims of it. I will repeat again. If I say, who are we? You must answer a young generation that become the master of technology, not become the victims of it. Got it, everyone?
Got it.
Okay, are you ready? Ladies and gentlemen, who are we? The young generation that become the master of technology, not become the victims of it. Ladies and gentlemen, if my answer is true, you will give me good time. Nice to meet you and see you next time. Finally, my brothers and sisters, that's all from me. I hope you guys get you something information for me and enjoyed it. Thank you very much for your attention and see ya. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi.
Ini masih mau tanya. Belum ada.
Halo, sister. Suaranya kedengaran? Enggak ya?
Cek. 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 Cek.
Cek, cek.
Cek. Cek. Cek. Indah kedengaran. Sri Indah kedengaran?
Iya Kak, kedengeran Kak.
Kedengaran? Ya,
Iya, Kak.
dengar. Kedengaran?
Iya Kak, kedengeran.
Soalnya lagi tak kedengaran.
Kasih ngapain nih situ Kak, saya pegang pakai mic.
Coba cek sound Sri. Halo, coba cek sound Sri. Sri,
Iya
suara
Kak,
saya kedengaran?
kedengeran Kak.
Cek. Cek. Coba ngomong Sri.
Tes, tes. Cek.
Coba. Coba ngomong lagi.
Tes, tes. 1, 2, 3. Tes,
Gimana suaranya?
tes. 1, 2, 3.
Coba bicara.
Tes.
Dekatkan di situ.
Tes. Tes. 1, 2, 3. Kedengeran Kak?
Ya sudah.
Tes.
Kalau pakai mic kayaknya lagi itu feedback lagi. Tetap akan. Nggak dengar. Jadi kita tidak benar.
Kalau HP nggak bisa.
Padahal sudah on microphone-nya.
Tes.
Halo, cek. Suara saya kedengaran?
Kedengeran Kak?
Tri,
Kedengaran. Iya.
suaranya kedengaran?
Kedengeran Pak.
Kalau didengar pakai HP saja. Okay, Sri, can you clearly hear my voice, please?
Sorry?
Yeah, can you hear my voice, please? Sorry, can you hear
Yes,
my
I
voice,
can.
please?
Yes, I can.
Okay. The committee has given you 4 topics, and you are interested in delivering a speech on technology. So would you mind telling me the reason for choosing the topic?
What is my reason to choose this topic? Isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. What is your reason?
Yes, I get it. Okay, I will answer it. Actually, I choose the topic because I know that today, in this new era, there are so many hosts that make misunderstand about someone to another religion, that make fighter for one to another one. Therefore, I choose the technology to make all of the people how way to know this is the right information or the false information, and how the way to eliminate our daily life from the technology such as cell phone that I have delivered in my speech.
Is that all?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you very much for your answer. My last questions, I was wondering, if you connect, okay, your topic to one ayah in Holy Quran, okay, if you connect,
your topic with one ayah in Holy Quran. In your opinion, what ayah can support the topic?
Because as we know, from technology, there are many hopes. So the ayah from the Al-Quran, in the Al-Quran Surah An-Nur verse 11, explain about that the hopes, it's come from human. It's come from people in the world that make misunderstand about one-to-one, about another person. So that the Al-Quran explains that the hopes, it come from us and the impact for us too. Thank you.
Did you memorize what the Holy Quran says about it?
For Surah An-Nur verse 11, explain, Innal ladina ja'u bil ifki usbatun minkum.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir. You're welcome.
Thank you. Hello, Sri Indah. Can you hear my voice?
Yes, ma'am, I can, ma'am.
All right, Indah. Just wonder about your name. Itu apa? What does it mean? Andi says Sri Indah. What,
yes, ma'am.
What does that stand for? A. Stand for
Sorry?
what? Namamu kayak depannya A, ada A-nya, ada A. Okay, what is that?
It is the initial of my grandfather.
Oh, your grandfather. Oh,
Yes.
so in our culture.
His name is Ali Usman, actually.
Oh, Andi Gusman.
Ali Usman.
Oh, Ali Usman. Oh,
Yes,
okay. Because in our culture, it means Andi, Andi Bunga, Andi Sri, Andi Fauzan, like that. Oh, so Ali Usman. Okay, then fine. So you are from Sibuhuan,
in North Sumatra.
In North Sumatra. Okay. So how should I call you, Sri or Indah or Masita? How should I call you?
Whatever you like. Maybe Asri, maybe Indah.
What about your friends at school?
My friend called me Indah, but my teacher called me Asri.
Oh, okay. I call you Indah then. Okay, Indah, you have a very good presentation, but I just wonder, I've seen your video before in the first selection, and you also talk about technology. It's the same topic. The same topic. Am I right?
Yes, you're right. The same topic about technology.
But also the content is the same. I mean the introduction, the surah, the ayat, and also the quotation is the same. Exactly the same.
No, I have improved from some speech in my speech. It's like from the first I say before technology until the end have an improved from my last speech.
Oh, okay then, fine. So why don't you choose different topic? I mean, talk about culture in North Sumatra, talk about public health or Islamic civilization.
I chose this topic because I know that popularity in this era, a lot of people use technology, and a lot of people cannot wear the technology such as cell phone or another. And that's why I give the speech about technology to make all of the people can understand how to limitate technology.
Oh, okay then. All right. It's a pity, yeah, because you are not here in Makassar, and with this technology, there's some internet connection. There's some obstacles. So we do hope that you are in Makassar, and then give your powerful speech. Anyway, thank you very much, Indah. All the best for you in the future. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Assalamualaikum.
Ya, waalaikumsalam. Thank you. Oh, iya.
with free association that we often encounter in this world, especially in our own country, where the cases also do not contain Islamic faiths. And therefore, three things that we can do to anticipate this case instead, namely, first, build established knowledge by deepening the study of science studies, especially Islamic science. Second, building faith, so that we are not easily swayed by teachings or outside civilization that can affect our faith. And finally, by building a strong brotherhood. We must form a strong brotherhood wrapped in a high sense of care and solidarity without discriminating between one another. In this way, God willing, we clarify Islamic civilization in globalization era. My brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen, as the conclusion of my speech, Islamic civilization has brought many changes to all current generations, so that Islamic civilization has a positive influence on mankind in this era of globalization. However, there are many challenges that we face in our life now. It's all about what step we will choose. Good things bring salvation, bad things bring adversity. That's all my speech. I do hope my speech will be useful in the whole life, in this world and hereafter. The lesson say, akhirul kalam, wallahu musta'an wa alayhi tikla. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Okay, my first question. Do you agree with saying that you are the most handsome contestant? Yeah. That's the first. Thank you. Yeah, I'm asking you, do you agree with saying that you are the most handsome contestant among the other contestants? What do you think, guys? Yes? The most important, yes. The most handsome, not the most important. No, the most important, yes, do you know for it? Yeah. This is the reason. Do you know the reason why? Why? I'm asking you. Oh, no, because it was a hormone for my father, please. That's not because of hormone, because you are the only boy. Yeah. Okay, so the topic is interesting about Islamic civilization. Okay. What do you understand about civilization? All right, so talking about the civilization, right? So as what I did say before, the last time ago, civilization is a part of the struggle in our life now. Is a very important of us. So I think we must convey with the education of Islamic religious with them. No, that's not what I want you to tell me. I'm asking you, what do you know about civilization? What is civilization? The significance in... No, I'm not asking what... I am asking you, what do you know about civilization? What is civilization? Yeah. You are talking about it, you're making a speech, okay, on the topic. You should have known, okay, the key words in your speech. No, I'm asking you about the key words. What is civilization? Excuse me, I didn't get it before. Apa sebenarnya civilization? Oh, yeah, the translation. Not the translation. Saya minta, you kan bawakan di ceramah tentang civilization. Artinya you harus ngerti apa civilization. Masa you ceramah kita tentang civilization and I ask you back, you don't know nothing about it. Ini ya, saya jadikan ini pesan pada kontestan yang lain bahwa memilih topik pastikan paham topik yang sedang kalian bawakan. Karena kami di sini tidak sekedar mendengar, kami juga mau paham. Bagaimana you bisa pahamkan kami kalau you sendiri tidak ngerti. Ya silakan coba. For me, this is just my opinion. So civilization is a part of the subtle. What do you mean part of the subtle? All right. So in our life, we are alive now, and we have a civilization is developed in our life now, right? it's too many civilizations developing our life. So talking about the civilization, no, I can't describe it before, so I didn't know this. Yeah. The civilization is the stage of human life's development. It can be in social, in economic, okay, in technology. So when human is facing an advanced life condition, so that is what we call as civilization. Ya, bahasa Indonesia serius peradaban. Jadi orang-orang beradab itu orang yang maju kehidupan sosialnya, orang beradab itu orang yang maju kehidupan ekonominya, orang beradab itu maju pengetahuan dan teknologinya. Dan dalam Islam orang yang beradab itu adalah orang yang paling baik akhlak. Okay, I think that's all. Thank you very much.
Andi Fauzan, yeah?
Yes.
How are you, Andi Fauzan? Andi Fauzan, this is
Well.
How old are you? How old are you?
17 years old.
17 years old.
Yes.
And you are a student of Kelas 7 Bone, yeah?
Yes, that's right.
What grade are you?
I'm 7th grade.
Oh, 7th grade. Kalau 7th grade
Let's
itu
say
artinya
2nd grade.
Oh, 2nd grade.
Sorry.
Nanti sudah di kode-kode tadi ya. Pembinanya dari kelas boleh mungkin dapat sini si Fauzan. Tadi before you have the speech, you said that you wanted to become you wanted to study in English department. Tadi ya bilang kayak itu waktu di sini saya tanya-tanya mau kuliah di jurusan bahasa Inggris.
Yes.
No, yes.
Actually, yes.
Ini jawabnya no, yes. Actually ya, oke. Okay. Mau belajar bahasa Inggris.
Yes.
Kenapa? Why?
Because as we know, in English language is an international language, and that's a very important
important in your life, English. Oh, okay. So what about Arabic?
Arabic too, both of it. Okay, yes.
Why don't you choose Arabic department? Kenapa? Why do you want to study in English department?
Honestly, for me, Arabic is too hard for me.
English is also difficult, you know.
Yeah.
Tidak hanya menghafal speech tidak, tapi banyak belajar linguistik, pronunciation, belajar phonology, belum lagi belajar writing, banyak. Susah loh itu. Mahasiswa di PB itu selesai sekitar 4 tahunan baru bisa selesai. Ya, rata-rata ya 4 tahun ya. 4 tahun. But you are welcome. Silakan kalau masuk di bahasa Inggris, pasti jago ini speech-nya. Okay, fine. So